And to display our invoices, we need to add a new controller. Let's add it, which is the home controller. Okay, let's move to our terminal, and we need PHP artisan make controller. Let's call it home controller. And hit enter. Our controller has been added successfully. Let's move to the home controller. Here we need to get all the invoices. And we need the function, public function, let's call it index. And inside, let's first get invoices. And we need the user or the currently logged in user invoices. We have already added the relationship, which is this one. Okay, so we get invoices, and let's call get. Okay, next what we need, let's add also the latest. Let's call latest. So to display the latest first, and then we get all the invoices, and finally we return the view that we have already, which is the home, and we give it invoices. Okay, now we have our invoices. Next, what we need to add the route so we can get all the invoices. Let's remove this one because the user needs to be registered and logged in to access also the home page. Okay, so let's add it here. Here it will be our home page, and we need the home controller. The method is index, and we can call it the route, we can call it home. And we need to import our home controller. Save. Now we have added the function, and we have added also the route. Next, what we need to do, we need to move to our welcome page, which is this one, and let's change it to home page. Let's close this folder, and inside the home page, let's first import and use, not imports, but extends and use this section. Let's copy from here. Where is the home? Let's go to the home. Let's remove and paste. And we need also to end section, which is the content. And we need, let's see what we have here. Let's copy this part, I think. Let's go to our app.blade.php. So we have already the container here. Okay, so now we need to add container, or since we have added container inside our pages, let's remove it from here. Okay, so let's use only the content here. Save. Let's go back and see if we, so here we don't have the home page. Let's go to upload. Let's see, so same, we have the same thing. Okay, nothing changes or changed. Let's go back to our home page. Let's copy this part and paste it here. What else? We have 3 divs. We need, let's here, so keep it container. Let's add here the margin top and the bottom 5. we can keep justify content to the center, and here let's give it 10 instead of 8, and we need to close the divs that we have here. So the first one, second, and third. Let's add it here, here, and here. Next, what we need inside the column D10, we need div with card, and div with card, body, body, and what else? Same thing. I have done same error twice. So we need card body, and we need another div with a class table, table responsive, and rounded, and inside we need a div or table. Let's use a table with class table, and inside the table we have the t head, head, and inside the t head we need the tr, and inside the tr we have the th, and we need 1 2 3 4 5 6. Let's use here 6, and we need the fields. We need company, we need the invoice number, and we need also the date, and we need also the total, and we need also the currency, and finally we need the file so the user can download it. Okay, let's save and check what we have. Let's move to our home page. So let's see what we have done here. So as you can see, we have already added this data tables we have here. So we have here our data tables, and we have here showing 0 of 0 entries. So you will see why these buttons are not styled. So what else we need? We have the T head, we need T body, T body, and inside now we can use the for each to loop through each invoice, and now we can display the invoices. Let's add tr, and inside we need td, and we need the 6 tds. Let's start. What is the first? We have the company. Let's use here invoice, company, and what else we need? We need also the invoice number, invoice number, and we need also the invoice date. We need also the total. Let's paste here total, and we need also the currency. Here we have the currency, and we need a link so the user can download the invoice. Let's add here link, and give it a class text danger, and font weight bold. And here we need so it will take us to, so href, it will take us to the asset. So we need to get the file from storage. Okay, so asset, and here we used storage slash, and we concatenate it with the invoice file path. Okay, and we need to do something. So let's move this down to be clear for you. So here we have href, it takes us to the file path. we have the class, and we need to add an attribute which is download, so the user can download this file. And here we can add an icon inside. Let's add here an icon, and we can use the e tag or the I tag with fast and we have here the download, and we use h5. Save. Let's see what we have. Let's move here, refresh. And as you can see, we have here our invoices. So the first one has null. We have already seen that. So this is the first one that we have added. And we had an error inside our function. So we got null. That's why we don't have anything here. And second and the third, as you can see, we have the same invoice number, the date, and the total. Let's add a $sign here for the total. So let's add here $sign. Save. Let's go back, refresh. We have here the $sign. So here we don't have anything. And let's do something. Let's move to our terminal. Let's go back here. So the null is number 1. Let's remove it. Let's find number 1 and delete it. So to not have an empty invoice. So now it has been removed. Let's go back, refresh. And we don't have it. Okay, so now let's try to download this invoice. So it's downloaded, but the file is not available inside our website. Why? Because we did not link storage. Let's move here. We don't have storage here inside our public folder, as you can see. And we are using here. So here we are using our assets. So the asset looks inside the public folder for the storage and the file. So we need to link the storage with the public folder. So php, or inside your terminal, run the command php artisan storage link. Okay. And we are done. Okay. Now if we check our public folder, let's move to the public folder. Here we have storage, and we have now our invoices. Let's go back, refresh. Let's try to download the first one, and as you can see, now we have our file. Okay, here is the file or the invoice. Let's check why these buttons are not working. Let's move to our app.blade.php. What we have here, so we have Bootstrap. And we have the data tables for Bootstrap 5. I think that there is a conflict between our Bootstrap 5 and the Bootstrap 5 file from the data tables. Let's remove the Bootstrap 5 and use only the CSS file. Let's go back and refresh. And it's the same. Let's try to find it. So let's go to data tables. I think that I did not use the correct import. Let's find the CSS file. Let's move down. I think not here, but inside. Let's check. So here we have the download. Let's check the manual. So here we have the installation, and let's find, so this one, we want this one that we have here. Okay, let's copy this one. Let's copy only the CSS. We have already added the JS file. Let's check. Now save. Let's go back, refresh. And I think now we have fixed the problem. Okay, now we have showing 1 to 2 of entries. We can move to the second page if we have more than 10. Let's search. So we have the same company and same currency. So even though if we search for a company, so we'll get both of them. Okay, if we search for something that doesn't exist, we have no machine records. And I think that's all. So we have done with displaying all the invoices. There is only one thing that we need to add, is the success class to the invoice added. And that's why we have added here inside invoice controller. We have added this invoice added, and we give it the invoice. Let's go back here. Let's move to our TR. So the one inside the loop, not this one that we have here. So here we need to do something. We need to use the directive class, and inside this directive we need to check. So if first let's add class first, which is the table success. Okay, and now we need to check. Let's remove this one that we have here. Now we need to check if we have session, and session has the invoice added, and we need to make sure that the invoice added is the same as the invoice, or we can do something to avoid any error. Let's check only using the ID, but here we need to do something. Let's send only the ID instead of the whole invoice. Okay, let's send only the ID, and here we check for the session invoice added, which is the ID, if it is equal to the ID. If yes, we will add the table success class to our table. Okay, so let's go back to our table here, or our home page. Refresh. Let's move to the upload. Let's try to upload. Let's generate a new invoice. So let's use it here and upload. And invoice has been added, as you can see, and it has success or the table success class that we have added here. Okay, and if we refresh, so the class will be removed. Okay, let's check for the company 46. So the search is working. Okay, now we are done with displaying the invoices. Next, what we need to do, we need to do something. We need as you can see here, the hearts now is 3. So if the user reaches 0, we need to prevent him from accessing the upload. We did not add upload. Let's go to our navbar here and add links. So here we have the route, which is home. What else we have? Second one. So here the user, here the upload. Let's go to our web. So the route here is upload.invoice. Let's copy and use it here instead of home. What else do we have here? Hearts. We have logout and registration and the login. Let's refresh the page. Move to the upload. So now we are in the upload page. As I told you, we need, once the user reaches 0 hearts, we need to prevent him from accessing the upload page. We will tell him that you have reached the limit and you need to wait until for example 1 hour from now, or 2 hours, or 3 hours, or upgrade, which means he needs to subscribe to a plan. And if he subscribed to a plan, he will get 100 hearts here. If not, he needs to wait until the time that we have defined is arrived, and then he can use our app again. Okay, so let's do that now.